There aren't many stories as bizarre as the one we will tell in the world of high stakes banking and white collar criminality. Imagine a $25 million lottery scam that appeared impenetrable in execution but was unexpectedly exposed by the most unlikely and mouth-watering ally, a hot dog. This fantastic story serves as a monument to the irrationality of human intellect and the vagaries of fate. Get ready to be enthralled as we set off on an unusual trip where a humble snack plays a crucial role in the outstanding debunking of a multi-million-dollar hoax. But before we dig, smash the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. A hefty $16.4 million prize was won in the famous Iowa lottery in December 2010. The lucky ticket was purchased at a Quick Trip in Des Moines. Amazingly, this ticket went unclaimed for over a whole year. And to improve their public image, lottery officials appealed to the lucky winner to come forward, but they were met with over 200 false claims. Unbeknownst to the general public, there was a video documentation of the ticket's purchase, including its distinctive serial number, making it extremely difficult for anyone to submit a bogus claim for the prize. Reminders were sent out to the public every month, and this tale even received widespread media coverage as the $16 million windfall was about to expire a year after its purchase date. After first claiming to have bought the winning lottery ticket but not being able to present it because of illness, Canadian lawyer Philip Johnston claimed to have the winning ticket's accurate serial numbers with only 30 days left before it expired. But his attire description didn't match the individual on the video footage, raising questions about his claim. After a week, he revised his story, claiming to represent an unnamed affluent winner, a move against Iowa lottery regulations. On the final day preceding the $16 million ticket's termination, a New York lawyer showed up with a ticket, which was now in the hands of a Belize trust headed by Philip Johnston and listed a shell firm as the beneficiary. In a last-ditch effort, the lawyers asked to get the funds in cash to donate to a good cause. The legal representatives were frustrated, contemplating legal action against the Iowa lottery. However, the prospect of revealing the authentic winner's identity in a court case quickly extinguished their fiery resolve. As a result, the elusive $16 million jackpot remained unclaimed. The veiled shroud of secrecy surrounding the winner's identity raised intriguing questions. Could the true victor have fallen victim to foul play, possibly succumbing to violence, blackmail, or even theft? The situation reeked of mystery, prompting the intervention of the FBI to initiate a thorough investigation. Eddie Tipton, the multi-state lottery security director, lived in a luxurious property despite having a modest income, which left coworkers wondering how he could afford it. Given the state of the property market at the time, his justification that it was just one of his splurge and part of his future family planning seemed to make sense. However, an FBI inquiry into the case initially stalled since there wasn't much supporting data. Prosecutor Rob Sands, eager to establish his reputation, received the case 4 years later. He only had a blurry video of the winning ticket's purchaser and the name of the Canadian lawyer. After speaking with the first lawyer, it was discovered that he was obtaining the ticket on behalf of another lawyer from Texas, who, in turn, claimed that Texas businessman Robert Rhodes had handed it to him. On the other hand, Robert Rhodes wasn't similar to the individual who appeared in the video. Rob Sands shared the footage and an audio clip of a man's voice to the public after 4 years of speculation to determine the individual who appears in the video. The multi-state lottery security director Eddie Tipton was suspected of tampering with the results. Eddie Tipton's voice was reportedly heard in several people's recordings of the victorious lottery number announcements. He couldn't purchase tickets for the lottery because he'd been designated a lottery official, so this was unexpected. Nowadays, computer technologies are used in lotteries to produce winning numbers. However, because they depend on an initial input number, these generated by computer numbers are not genuinely random. Lotteries employ radiation tests, such as americium-241 levels, as the input number for their computerized random number generators to produce the winning numbers to make it genuinely random. In January 2015, Eddie Tipton was in custody for his involvement in a scheme to defraud the Iowa lottery. The case against him was robust, supported by compelling evidence such as an indisputable video footage, voice analysis that conclusively linked his voice to the lottery announcement, and phone records that placed him in the store when the winning ticket was bought. This evidence contradicted his assertion of being out of town at the time. Tipton maintained his silence regarding the fraud, leaving law enforcement puzzled about the technique that he employed. Ultimately, he faced charges related to purchasing a lottery ticket while working for the lottery. Eddie's appointment as the lottery security director was confirmed during the judicial proceedings, even though he had been previously convicted of fraud. This made many wonder how he had gotten the job in that capacity. The prosecutor found Tipton's demand for a quick trial to be strange. According to prosecutor Rob Sands, Tipton may have acted quickly because more counterfeit lottery tickets were out there that are yet to be found. When he was asked, Eddie Tipton denied knowing Robert Rhodes, but they have been Facebook colleagues and acquaintances for 11 years. Additionally, he omitted to say that he was the developer in charge of choosing the winning lottery numbers. This led to questions about possible insider action or a remarkable accident. 3 clean wipes of the lottery computer's hard drive point to potential wrongdoing. Eddie Tipton was one of the few people with access to the computer, held in a room with tight security. Cameras were used to record the selection of numbers. However, they could only take 1 frame per minute, providing a brief opportunity for manipulation or hacking. Eddie Tipton may have inserted a USB drive, made a few alterations to the code, and gained access to unique lottery numbers that remained undisclosed to anyone else. However, it's worth noting that no concrete evidence supports these claims. Every witness who took the stand affirmed that the individual in the video was Eddie Tipton. This includes the person who sold him the lottery ticket and the hot dog. However, the defense team representing Eddie Tipton argued against this consensus. They contended that this identification was implausible because Eddie Tipton did not favor hot dogs. Instead, he was more inclined to be a Jack-in-the-Box fan. It raises the question of the actual identity of the person in the video and whether the witness's testimony could be reliable. When Eddie Tipton realized that he had the jackpot lottery ticket, he gave it to Robert Rhodes, a reliable buddy. The ticket was issued to Robert's lawyer, who gave it to another lawyer with experience in handling confidential financial concerns. This series of events ultimately resulted in circumstances that developed because Eddie was fully aware of the details of this operation and could plan the whole thing. Extensive evidence firmly connected them to Robert Rhodes, including cell phone records and a decade's worth of Facebook messages. As a result, the jury rendered a guilty verdict, leading to Eddie's sentence of 10 years in prison. However, this is just a chapter of the story with more to unfold. Due to widespread fraud in lottery winnings, Eddie Tipton demanded a speedy trial, which raised red flags. Federal authorities found 44,000 winning tickets for the lottery dating back more than 10 years after the end of the trial. They compared the phone numbers of these winners to Eddie Tipton's Facebook pals and discovered some odd correlations. Notably, in Colorado on November 23, 2005, Eddie Tipton's brother won $600,000 using Tipton's system. Using Tipton's technique, Robert Rhodes earned $800,000 in Wisconsin on December 29, 2007. A friend of Tipton's brother, Kyle Kahn, won $1.2 million in Oklahoma on November 23, 2011, also using Tipton's system. In addition, Tipton's ex-girlfriend, whom he encountered on eHarmony, won $22,000 in Kansas on December 29, 2010. Tipton's participation and the consistent appearance of winners on November 23 and December 29 made it seem unlikely that these were random events. Surprisingly, this mysterious program had no trace until investigators stumbled upon a storage unit containing a single computer. On that computer, they uncovered the code used to manipulate winning lottery numbers in 2007, hidden in plain sight. It was a remarkable moment as they found the precise code Eddie had employed, aligning perfectly with their earlier theories regarding those dates. Eddie's technique involves entering a certain number into the random number generator to ensure he could forecast the winning lottery numbers. After strong evidence connected him to 5 different lottery drawings, Eddie Tipton later acknowledged his role. But the story isn't over yet. The effects of this incident and its wider repercussions for the world of lotteries and games are still being determined. Unexpected turns can disclose the truth, and the story of the hot dog, the lottery, and the suspense it brought about is likely to be remembered as a fascinating example. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried the lotto and won this game? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can stay updated with more insightful content.